Hey guys, it's Cinder here, and we're back with that video. So today we're doing the Dragonsheep Hybrid Challenge, which you get a random number generator, and the generator picks two numbers, and you use these corresponding numbers to the sheet, so you make a hybrid dragon out of the numbers you get. I explained that really complicated, but it's really not. Um, I haven't done a lot of Wings of Fire content on my channel, and that's because it was mostly an Animal Jam LPS channel. But I'm kind of moving away from Animal Jam a little bit, I guess, because there's not much going on anymore. So I want to branch out and do other things. You've seen a little bit of this content from me in the past. Yeah. Oh, I'm also sorry if there's a weird echo. I'm in the bathroom because I'm trying to find a nice quiet place to record. That isn't being disturbed by tractors or cats doing weird things. Anyways, on to the content, video content. So, in this challenge, my first dragon I got was a Mudwing and a Silkwing. If you've read the books, there's no context with with this, but basically a butterfly dragon and a earth dragon. So yeah, I decided to combine them. I really wanted to use contrasting colors, so I chose blue and brown because I thought that would look pretty nice together. And I modeled it after a butterfly called a clipper, which is also this dragon's name. I'm going to talk about their lore because I've actually recorded this video like months ago, and I've just been holding off actually recording audio for it, so I had the time to actually create a backstory for this one. Well, to start, Clipper is very responsible, very neat, very punctual, also quite pessimistic. And they like making boxes because I couldn't think of anything else for, I don't know, interests, so they just like making boxes. They also like watching rain, organizing things, as I mentioned kind of before, and reading, because I like reading too. Alright, actual backstory time. So Clipper grew up in a tight-knit group of orphans who would all look out for each other like Mudwings. If you've read the books, Mudwings live in sibling groups, you know, yeah. Clipper was their big wings, and even though they had to admit they were a bit straightforward and negative at times, they thought they were a good leader for their happy little flock. Well, until Abyss decided to leave. Abyss is another one of my OCs, who is not part of the hybrid challenge, but they're a Nightwing Sea-Wing, so, you know. Clipper blamed themselves, and they didn't feel like leading anymore until they found Abyss dying and bleeding, because of course I must have angst. With their group, they nursed her back to health, and Abyss joined them once again. Clipper felt bad for wanting Abyss back, but now that she was, it didn't feel the same. Clipper still felt bad that she left in the first place, and felt responsible for the fact that she got hurt. Well, when their group accidentally upset a mob boss, of course they did, and were captured, Clipper felt even less than they did before, and didn't help that it was Abyss that thought of the plan to free them, leaving shortly afterward. Yeah, Abyss did. Clipper gave their leadership position away to Hummingbird after that, feeling thoroughly inadequate. My talking is inadequate. Hummingbird is the character you'll see coming up next. Until this group was found by Cybel's gang again and attacked. Lovely! Violence! Hummingbird didn't know the first thing about what to do, so Clipper took charge and was able to bring the group back together and defend themselves. A little bit of a character arc there. Clipper is always trying to do their best and be the best leader they could be, so, you know. Hummingbird, on the other hand, well, he's energetic, possessive, and playful, and very dark and secretive. He likes making poisons, and playing with people's minds, and cooking. But, you know, he's interesting. He's often the one that gets their group in trouble in the first place, but he's also the medic, so, they kind of need him, and if it weren't for him, Abyss probably would be dead. I should probably show you Abyss towards the end here, because, Abyss is a major role here in this group. She was once part of it, and now she's not. Now she lives at the bottom of the sea researching creatures. Anyways, back to Hummingbird. So Hummingbird's kind of the life of the group. he always has the energy to tell his siblings to keep going, even if it got tough, and even though that also made them worry more about him and everyone else. So, Hummingbird is a character. While Clipper is kind of dull and Clipper, Hummingbird is the energy and kind of scary, to be honest. If he were a villain, Hummingbird would be absolutely unhinged. Yeah. Hummingbird's the one who upset Cybele, or the mob boss, in the first place when they got captured. Yeah, and Clipper blamed it on themselves for some reason and gave Hummingbird their leadership position, which is honestly a bad choice because Hummingbird did not want that position and he blamed it on himself too. But he tried his best, you know. But as mentioned before, he ultimately failed and Clipper took over again. So stuff happens. So great. Fun. Alright, moving on to the next character. The previous character was a Skywing Icewing. This one is a Hivewing Leafwing. I'm not sure how I just drew this one like really recently, so I haven't really come up with the lore for them yet. I don't even know if I want them to be part of this group because the hybrid tells a story all on its own. A Hivewing Leafwing. Leafwings and Hivewings are enemies in the books. Like really, they hate each other. So forbidden romance. Okay, I need to calm down. Alright. Maybe I should, like, try to, like, come up with a backstory, like, on the spot. Alright. Let me think for, like, a second. Thinking. I cannot think when I'm talking. Imagine that. Anyways, I think, Mantis here. Yes, that's their name, Mantis. I think she should be, let's see now. Aha. I think that, yes, she should be born on the Lost Continent, with her parents and, sister, maybe? Yeah. I say sister because I record this when I'm done this video, when I'm done recording this, and there is, like, a clip of me experimenting with colors, and I like the colors, so I might make a sister. I like the alt as well, so, yeah. They have a sister. And so I guess maybe their parents got captured by the Queen of the Hivewings. Well, the Queen's very controlling of the Lost Continent in general, and she would be the reason why their parents got captured. And so I guess their parents told Mantis and her sister to leave the continent or just fly away. And, well, yeah, they have to cross the ocean, and that's a challenge on its own because the weather between the continents is horrible. So maybe Mantis and her sister get separated. Mantis gets to Pyria and her sister goes somewhere else. I'm probably going to involve her sister in different lore. So on Pyria, Mantis finds Clipper and Hummingbird and Abyss. She finds their little group and, well, they join up, you know, because Clipper is kind of welcoming, I guess. They're all welcoming. Their group is a happy little flock of family, and she's invited in. Since the group travels around, she figures, oh, maybe on the way she could find her sister. Maybe her sister is here on Pyria too. And that's all the lore I have for now. I guess I can continue to talk about, you know, her design and stuff. So I experimented a lot with this design. I mean, I knew I wanted it bright green, dark brown stripes, but I didn't know, like, what other colors I wanted her to be. So I did, like, a ton of experimenting, and, well, this is the result. Still coloring it in as we speak. I'm kind of just filling up space with my voice, because this is more interesting than complete silence, or, you know. Is my coloring satisfying, or is it extremely unsatisfying? I do not know. I imagine it's really not satisfying, but once it's all finished, it really is. Woo, it's not that exciting, which is why I'm trying to add some exciting audio, or maybe I should just really play music Yeah, I should probably do that. Here's some music.
Suddenly you're nowhere to be found. I turn around and everything has changed. Looking for a way to work it out. I'm trying to find some peace to navigate. The oak tree where I met you, and the writing on the statue. I still remember every word you said. I'm not a soldier, but I'm fighting. Can you hear me through the silence? I won't give up, 'cause there will be a day we'll meet again. We'll meet again. Everything we wanted turned to gold. The path we chose, the future on our side. Never thought I'd do this on my own, but now I wield the sword you left behind. The oak tree where I met you, and the writing on the statue. I still remember every word you said. I'm not a soldier, but I'm fighting. Can you hear me through the silence? I won't give up, 'cause there will be a day we'll meet again. We'll meet again. Dark for the sunrise, clouds for a blue sky, space for the traveling star. Strong from the inside, you're still my lifeline. I feel you wherever you are. The oak tree where I met you, and the writing on the statue. I still remember every word you said. I'm not a soldier, but I'm fighting. Can you hear me through the silence? I won't give up, 'cause there will be a day we'll meet again. We'll meet again. We'll meet again.
Did you miss my voice? Well, I bet you didn't. The music is much more pleasant. Anyways, as you can see here, I am coloring in the wings, and I actually did like the part that's covered by the wings on a separate layer so I could get the wings to be transparent over that area without having to do like the green on a without having to do the green below the layer of the wings. So yeah, I guess it's a bit slow. I did cut out a lot of what I recorded because I realized the video is a bit long and, kind of boring, I guess. I cut out the most boring parts, the most repetitiously coloring parts. As you can see, I'm experimenting with wing patterns, so I kind of want it to look like fall tinged maple leaves, I guess, without making them maple leaf shaped. So yep, doing the wings. I'm basically giving them leaf wing colors and a few leaf wing traits, but mostly hive wing. And I like drawing in like the little veins because I think they look really cool. This is kind of my favorite part about this design is the red streaks in the wings that kind of look like leaf veins or even like bug veins, bug wing veins. I also color some of the scales dark green, and I also really like that. Kind of ties the design together. There's a lot of this part because I kind of find it satisfying to look at. Yep. Sure do love this part when I can't think of a word to say. My previous audio was Yeah, I actually recorded this many times. This video has been a work in progress for months, except for this part. This part I added at the end. I originally had a different dragon, but the design didn't really turn out quite how I liked, and the clips ran very long after the other two clips, so I decided to maybe cut it out and put it in a new video on its own. So you might see more of this designing thing, drawing. This is kind of what I want to do with my channel. But I still do have a couple videos planned for Animal Jam still, so you know. And now this part. This part is where I think of designing the sister. I like the yellow in the wings and the birch tree look that you just saw. So this is why I wanted to make her have a sister, because I also like that design. Well, here's the finished product. I made her timid and introverted and sweet and loyal. Also kind of selfish because of the plot of the other group. She doesn't really help out. She's kind of just too scared. Yeah. We've reached the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.